Hey guys, Asher coming at you today, and Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the video, guys. I'm glad to have you all here with me today. What could be better than talking some Watcher of Realms? Today I want to share really the biggest tip that I could give a player in terms of the actual gameplay of Watcher of Realms. There's a lot of tips out there. We've covered a lot of them here on the channel. Other channels have covered all these as well. You know, like, hey, the Dwarven Association is really good. Use your free refreshes. Buy some stuff. You know, don't, go crazy and stretch your resources too thin and upgrading a bunch of legendaries. And if you're lucky enough to have them in epics at the same time, focus on one. You know, you've heard all the advice before, right? Even gearing advice we've gone over in depth here on the channel. But one thing that we really haven't gone over is the power of in-match, in-battle cycling, okay? Now, you probably have an idea of what I'm talking about, right? That's utilizing your whole entire roster. There's 2 spots on every team that you can't use, but you can cycle them in and out. Now, I think this is the most well-known and something you're accustomed to, talking about, maybe like a Volca or something like that, right? Where we can use her for a little bit, we can pull her, we have cost reduction, blah, blah, blah. Or even cost reduction characters in general in this game can be used in that sort of fashion. However, I want to show you, initially this video was going to be an Iona Spotlight video. And then I'm just kind of running through and I'm like, you know what, there's probably a lot of Iona Spotlight videos out there. In Gear Raid 1 right now, we have an event going on. So I started to focus on Gear Raid 119 without the power of dominance. And I started to just come up with an all epic team that was like probably my favorite all epic team, you know? This is the squad here, right? And, you know, there's a lot of other heroes in this game that we can do this with, right? It fits a lot more than you'd think, right? I rotate and cycle out like Alea in my Guild Boss team, for example. We do it with Laurel, right? We do it with champions like Cerberus in Aatrox, right? So we have Aatrox on the team, but no matter who you're doing this with, you can even do it in unorthodox ways. It doesn't have to be a hero that specifically we want to die in the battle. Now, especially if you're a newer player out there, this will all make a hell of a lot more sense if we just jump into the battle. So let's go ahead and do it, right? This can help you almost everywhere in the game, right? Obviously, as you progress through like Void Rift and areas like that, it's going to become even more important. Now, I'm going to do this battle 2 times. I'm going to do it 1 time without cycling and 1 time with cycling. We're going to keep it on 2x speed the entire time. Let's put Iona in front. I want to make sure I keep my positioning the same, right? Otherwise, right? So let's go with Maul in the back because of his amazing range. And then I think this is going to be a really good squad here. I don't think you can get any better for a right-hand side in Gear Raid 1 than what we have right now. Let's just go ahead and throw Aatrox out there right now as well. Probably should have put Dolores down a little bit earlier, but it's okay. And then we'll use a Hollow, right, as our healer, Rage Regenerator Extraordinaire. So you can see we're already actually cycling a little bit here, but I'm going to basically stop it after this, right? And we're doing pretty good. You know, damage is pretty solid. We're going to go ahead and put Mari down over here. I think Mari and Iona, if you're lucky enough to have both of them, we get Mari. But if you have Iona as well, I think they're one of the best epic tandems for control and debuffs that you can find in the game. And we're just going to basically spam all of their ultimates, right, as soon as they're available, right? And this is the strategy how we don't want to use it, or how it's not going to work out this way, right? Because we're not cycling. We're not using the power of a Laurel and Aatrox, right? There's such an incredible tandem that we are leaving so much damage on the table by not utilizing them. So, you know, I don't need to watch the entire, bad version, so to speak, of the fight. So let me cut till the end of it, and you guys will see the results. And then we'll do it the correct way. And I'll teach you, hopefully, I mean, it's not rocket science, but I'll at least motivate you and hopefully spark some ideas on how you can employ not just Gear Raid 1, not just Gear Raid 2, Gear Raid Decimus, Gear Raid 2. There's so many use cases to cycling in this game, how you can employ it no matter where you are in the game. So we just lost Iona right there. It is what it is. But basically, we're going to get smoked. It's not too far away, right? So let me wait till my wall disappears, and then we'll do it the right way. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we got Iona back on there, and we spammed all of our abilities. We've killed 43 out of 59, maybe a few more on the way out, 45. Now we're cooking. Let's just keep using 46. Can we get 47 kills? No, we can't. No, we can't. Okay, maybe. Well, how long till they cross the finish line here? There we go, 47. We got it. Let's use our last maul and see. Man, they took forever. 48. So we got 48 and we got a defeat. Now let's do it the right way, right? And really properly cycle our heroes. And again, you can use this in so many different ways, right? All right, guys, so now we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it with cycling, right? So let's go in here, same squad, everything's the same, except for now we're gonna cycle. So we have an option here. We can cycle on the, let's put, do we put Greed or Iona? It's not gonna matter that big of a deal here. Let's put Greed over there. Let's put Iona in this position. I love having Maul in the back. But what we can do is we have two options, and it's pretty cool if you ask me, right? Option number one is we can utilize a Laurel cycle here with our DPS. Option number two is we can use Laurel cycle over here with our controls, right? We might not get as good bang for our buck. We're gonna put Aatrox on there. I'm on the other side of the screen, or I should be on the other side of the screen. Yeah, this side of the screen, so you guys can see, instead of seeing the ultimates, I'm just gonna use them basically when they can become available here, right? I think it's more important that you see the rotation that we're going for here, right? So we've built on the right. Now we're gonna start building left. First, we're gonna get a healer down. Gonna make sure that we're just popping all the ults as they become available here. We lose Aatrox. So now we're gonna start our control cycle, right? And it doesn't have to be a control cycle, to be very clear here. It can be a DPS cycle, but these are gonna be our three heroes that we cycle the entire battle. Aatrox dies. Here comes Laurel. See how Mari's at 98%? Wanna pop her first, then pull Laurel. For those of you who don't know, Laurel has an ability where she regens rage when she leaves the battlefield for people who are touching her. Now we have Iona in there. Hey, look at that, guys. We used Iona's ultimate. Let's pull her. Let's put Aatrox back out. So again, all three of these heroes, as soon as there's another one available, if there's an ult close, I'll use it, and then we're just cycling on to the next one. So the entire duration of the battle, we are cycling our three heroes. I see a lot of especially new players go in and they don't cycle at all, right? We're gonna use Laurel. Now see, in this situation, we're actually just gonna chill for a minute, and we are gonna wait to use Mari until some of these guys get in range. We're fine. Iona's back in there. I did kind of poor timing on my last Iona. You want to minimize the amount of time on the battlefield. You only want two heroes off the battlefield. And I had a pretty dang long period where I had three off, right? But here we go. Iona's out. Aatrox in. As soon as Aatrox is dead, here comes Laurel again. Laurel is going to be done. Do that, do that, do that, do Maul. Here comes a quick hollow to rage regen on Dolores. I always have my eye in the bottom right-hand corner, right? And look at how much better this is going. Look at our wall, most importantly, right? Aatrox is back in here, right on these dudes, all clumped up to where Iona pulled them to. Iona's good because she can control, and the control effect has an impact on the battle even when she's off the playing field, right? Meaning that everybody's all clumped up over there, so we can take advantage of that by putting Aatrox right there. All right, let's go ahead and use a quick hollow and immediately get a Mari. And then before we use Iona, let's get Aatrox back up on the clump of dudes over there. He'll die momentarily. How's our wall looking? Not too bad, considering it's an all-epic team with no power of dominance, if I do say so myself. We are right now still kind of cooking. We no longer need Vortex. So at this point in the battle, we are ready to pull our healer. No reason, so we can cycle out our healer. No reason to have him. No healing is needed. All the dudes that do the AoE damage are already dead. So in this situation, Hollow, I really want to use this ult, right? So let's use it, and then maybe we'll even remove her. Iona for right now, she's a good debuffer, so I kind of want her still there to debuff. Our wall is officially done, but this time we're at 56 out of 59. Only a couple more mobs to kill, and I kind of want to go in there actually right now, and I kind of want to get an ult from everybody, but I want to do it before Dolores. Dolores is too valuable to take off the map. So let's go ahead and just cycle right over here, get both of my debuffers controllers ready to go. And we can put Aatrox as like a mini tank right over here, just to buy us a second, literally a second. But here we go. Let's do this. Go in there. Maul freezes, stuns for a moment. Fantastic, 45%. It wasn't as clean as it was when I did it in rehearsals, so to speak, before I hit record. We actually didn't lose the wall at all, but it's still going to get the job done. We're going to put Aatrox in there again. Buy us one more second. Oh, it's actually going to be close. 24% on this dude. Let's pop Dolores. Come on, get in there, guys. Don't make me look like an idiot in this video talking about the power of cycling. Come on, no. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! We pull it off. Hey, listen, it wasn't pretty, and it could have been a lot cleaner. But hopefully, you know, that little depiction of the #1 tip that I've been able to I'm still finding more opportunities in the game to utilize this, right? But I wanted to share it with you guys just to motivate you to try to use all of your hero slots in every battle if you can, you know, especially if you need to. If you've hit a plateau, if you hit a roadblock of content that you just couldn't clear, I will never fail to show you the damage at the end. I'm always so curious, and whenever I'm watching another channel and I see they don't share the damage, I'm like, what? Show me who got the damage. Iona, Maul, Greed, Aatrox, and then negligible from there on out, right? Hopefully this motivates some of you guys, newer players out there. Hopefully it helps motivate you to even do this to begin with. And those of you who are more kind of seasoned veterans of the game, hopefully it inspires you to take advantage of cycling more often and in more unorthodox ways. Much love. Thanks for watching till the end. And as always, take care, guys.